Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Thursdays with me, Cassidy Cash, here at Ask Dr. Callahan. Each week on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central, I come on here to answer questions from you guys. You guys send these over to us through our support line, because if you don't know about Ask Dr. Callahan, if you are taking our courses that you got from anywhere, we fully support these. And so that means parents and students alike can contact us with questions about teaching, about homework, about grading, and we answer them. And we give you our best advice and responses within 24 hours. And so here on Thursdays, I like to come on and answer some of those questions over Facebook Live. For those of you that did not send in an email but maybe have the same question, sometimes I will update you on what we have going on here at Ask Dr. Callahan. But this week, I am going to address a question we get from several parents about teaching math at home, and that is the idea of, why does learning math matter at all? And the question that we get from parents is, for the past 50 years at least in education, not many people had a teacher who built explaining why math matters into their curriculum. And we know that education matters because around the world, education is not as available as it is here in the United States or in more developed countries. And so many high school students that take math in the US don't understand the importance of education. They take it for granted because it's just something that we have here and that we do. And oftentimes students feel that it's forced upon them, and they don't have an appreciation or a global understanding of why it matters to learn this subject. And so today I wanted to share with you a project idea that will help with your math class. Now, it is not a math project, it's really an education project, but it's designed to give you and your students a broader look at education, why learning matters, and what it looks like around the world, to help inform you of why it matters to learn math and what happens when you don't. And I mean, because how many times have you heard somebody say, I never use algebra in real life? I mean, we tell this to each other as parents. You see it on Facebook, you see it on Twitter. People have created memes about this. They think that they don't use algebra in their everyday life. And our response is always to suggest that, well, you do, but you're not calling it algebra when you use it. And so you think that you're not really using it. And addressing that idea is what this project is designed to do. So what we want you to do is follow its 3 steps. It's a 3-step project idea. And the first one is to pick several countries that you've never studied before. And you want to pick countries that don't have the same education system that we have here in the United States. It doesn't really matter which ones you pick, but the questions I want you to ask when you do pick those countries is, what tools do they have? What subjects do they teach? And in places where public education is not the standard, what do kids who aren't in school do all day? And many kids would think it was, this miraculous act of God on their behalf if they didn't have to go to school every day. But take a look at countries where kids don't, where they don't have regular access to education. And what does it look like for their lives and the lives of their families when education is not available? And then the most important question I want you to ask for this project is, what happens when kids are not educated? How does a lack of education impact their society, their life, and what they grow up to become or accomplish in the world? And you can do this a lot of different ways. I know UNICEF has a website that lists different countries and their education needs. It's a big project for them, actually, to encourage education. So their website has a lot of good information as far as choosing which countries you want to study. And I'm not affiliated with UNICEF or anything like that, but that's just a place for you to start if you're going, I don't even know which countries to look at, which makes sense. If you've never asked this question before, that'll give you a good place as just a launching off point to explore this. But what we want to combat as educators, and something that matters to me personally, is that too many high school students are not given a reason to learn. They aren't taught a personal reason to want to be an educated person, and especially because math can be complicated and it requires that you study, and some of it's difficult. I don't want any of our high school students to be sitting at home feeling like the struggle that they have to go through and the work they have to put in to learn this subject is useless, because it really isn't. And so hopefully this project will help you and your family and your students understand why being educated matters and why being educated in math matters. It's not just art and literature or science that propel the world forward. Math fuels all of these subjects. And by becoming an educated person in mathematics, you are becoming an educated person. And hopefully this project helps you see why that's valuable. Thank you so much for joining me today here at Ask Dr. Callahan. If you have a question about educating high school math at home, we would love to help you. Please reach out and contact us at support@askdrcallahan.com. And this particular topic was just posted this week to our website. If you'll go to askdrcallahan.com, up at the top you'll see a button that says contact us. Under that you'll find our blog. And we add various articles there, and this is one of them. So if you want to see more details on this topic, as well as a list of the 3 steps I went over in the video today, you can go there and check that out. This will be posted later after the Facebook Live over on YouTube, and the link will be there in the show notes. So you can like and subscribe us over there, and you'll have access to the link there as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.